Let's be honest, we all want a little more financial security in our lives. We work hard at our jobs, we trade our valuable time for a paycheck, we hope it's enough to cover the bills, we hope we can save a little, we hope we can enjoy life. But relying on a single source of income, like your 9-to-5 job, is like standing on a one-legged stool. It might feel stable for a while, but if that one leg gets kicked out from under you, everything comes crashing down. Think about it. What happens if you lose your job? What if you get sick and can't work? What if your industry is disrupted by new technology? For most people, the answer is scary. Their whole financial world depends on one paycheck. That's why multiple income streams are so powerful. It's not magic or getting rich overnight. It's about building a safety net, a financial fortress that protects you and gives you options. Money coming from different places means you're not completely dependent on your employer. When you create additional income streams, your mindset shifts. You stop trading time for money, you start thinking like an investor. You look for ways your money can work for you 24/7, even while you sleep. That's the real secret to financial freedom. Working for your money your whole life, versus having your money work for you. This path gives you the power to choose how you spend your time, traveling, pursuing a passion, spending more time with family and friends. So, how do we actually create these extra income streams? The answer lies in acquiring what we call income-generating assets. Now that might sound like a complicated term from a boring finance textbook, but the idea is actually incredibly simple. An asset is just something you own that has value. But an income-generating asset is something you own that actively puts money into your pocket. It's the golden goose that lays the golden eggs. It's the engine that powers your journey to financial independence, working in the background to grow your wealth. Let's break it down even further. Many people spend their money on liabilities, which are things that take money out of your pocket. Think about a fancy new car that comes with a monthly payment, insurance costs, repair bills. It loses value the second you drive it off the lot. An income-generating asset does the complete opposite. It's something you buy or build once and it continues to pay you over and over again with minimal ongoing effort. Imagine you own a vending machine. You spend money to buy the machine and stock it with snacks. After that initial investment, people put money into it every day, and all you have to do is collect the cash and restock it once in a while. That vending machine is a perfect, simple example of an income-generating asset. It's a little money-making machine that you own. Once you understand the power of assets, the next step is to know what your options are. Let's look at 9 popular ones. First, we have real estate investment trusts, REITs. Own a tiny piece of large commercial properties, office buildings, shopping malls. You get a share of the rent, called a dividend. Great way to get into real estate with very little money, but their value can go up and down with the stock market. Next up is owning physical rental properties. This is my personal favorite. You buy a house or an apartment, and a tenant pays you rent every month. Over time, their payments cover your mortgage and expenses, and you're left with profit and a valuable property. It's a fantastic way to build wealth, but it requires a significant upfront investment, and you have to be prepared to deal with tenant issues. For those who want real estate without the landlord headaches, there's real estate crowdfunding. Pool your money with other investors online to fund a large real estate project, earning a share of the profits. It's more hands-off, but you have less control than if you owned the property yourself. Moving away from real estate, we have bonds. When you buy a bond, you're essentially lending money to a government or a corporation. In return, they promise to pay you back with interest over a set period. They are generally considered safer than stocks, but the returns are usually lower. Then there are stocks, which represent ownership in a company. Some stocks pay dividends, giving you a regular income stream. They have the potential for high growth, but they also come with higher risk and volatility. For ultimate safety, you have certificates of deposit from a bank. You lock your money away for a fixed term and earn a guaranteed interest rate, but the returns are very modest. Finally, let's touch on a few more advanced or specialized assets. Private equity involves investing in private companies that aren't listed on the stock market. It has the potential for massive returns, but it's typically reserved for wealthy, accredited investors due to the high risk and high buy-in. A more grounded option is farmland. You can buy land and lease it to farmers, earning income from the lease and from the land's appreciation. It's a stable, tangible asset. And last but not least, you can own a low-maintenance business like a laundromat, a car wash, or an online business that sells digital products. These can generate significant cash flow once they are set up and running smoothly. Looking at that list of 9 assets can feel overwhelming, I get it. It might seem like you need a ton of money or a fancy finance degree to even get started, but that is absolutely not the case. You don't have to do everything at once. The journey to financial freedom isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Small, consistent, intelligent steps. Start with what you know, what you're comfortable with, what you can afford. Building wealth is a personal journey. Educate yourself. Choose one path that resonates with your goals and situation. Maybe you only have $100 to spare. That's fantastic. Open a brokerage account and buy your first share of a dividend-paying stock or a real estate investment trust. Or open a high-yield savings account. The size of your first step doesn't matter nearly as much as the simple act of taking it. Build the habit of investing and put your money to work. As you start with one asset, you'll learn, you'll gain confidence, and your income from that asset will start to grow. Maybe the dividends from your stocks eventually become enough to buy another share, and then another. This is how a snowball of wealth is created. You start small, reinvest your earnings, and let the power of compounding do the heavy lifting for you over time. It's a slow and steady process, but it is incredibly effective and available to anyone who is patient and disciplined. So, don't let analysis paralysis stop you. Don't wait for the perfect time or for when you have enough money. The perfect time is right now, and the right amount to start with is whatever you have. Pick one asset from the list that seems interesting and achievable for you. Do a little research, make a plan, and take that first small action. Every single person who has achieved financial freedom started with a single step. By choosing to acquire assets instead of liabilities, you are putting yourself on the path to a future with more choices, more security, and ultimately, more freedom. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on building wealth and achieving financial freedom. This video is brought to you by tightwadtodd.com. I provide money coaching for busy professionals who want to achieve financial freedom faster. Visit tightwadtodd.com and start your journey today.